Greetings, all of my SEO friends and family out there. Ralph here with another video. And as you can see, I'm walking around in my apartment complex. I'm going to make this video as short as I can while I have the little bit of light that I have left. And in this video, we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of the rank and rent method. That's the direction that I'm going with my digital agency, my business, utilizing the rank and rent method. So we're just going to talk about the pros and the cons that I'm experiencing. So let's start off with the cons. The cons is, number one, if you're just utilizing just ranking without using any source of paid advertising, it just takes time, right? That's the obvious con. If you're just using just ranking and renting, it takes time, especially if you're going after competitive keywords. I know a lot of people say go after low-hanging fruit. I see absolutely no reason to do that. I mean, there is a positive reason to do it if you're utilizing the rank and rent method to just prove to someone, hey, look, I prove to a business, hey, look, I rank for number one for this keyword in this city. So you can utilize it for that, but that's not going to drive any traffic. However, it could be a foot in the door. I understand that, but it does take time to rank for competitive keywords. Also, the obvious con, or the biggest con, is you have to use your own money up front, right, to rank it. Buying the domain, hosting, if you use hosting, domain, and whatever resources that you utilize in order to I think I'll walk back this way. Whatever resources you utilize to help you rank, right? So those are the cons that I can think of the rank and rent method. I'm sure there are other ones I can't just think of right now because I'm running out of sun. Now the pros for me outweigh the cons, right? And one is just pure ownership, right? Like owning the asset, right? Owning the Google My Business page, owning the website, owning the phone tracking number, being in full control, having full ownership over the asset, over the entity. That far away outweighs everything to me. It just outweighs everything. Even though I may have to put up some of my own, even though I have to put up my own money up front, that's the biggest pro, because I own it. The reason for that is, like, let's say you do SEO the traditional way, and which I've done years ago. You're always competing with other agencies, other businesses, right? Someone's going to call your potential client or your client and say, hey, what are they doing? Oh, I see your ranking, and that's good, but I can do it for you for cheaper. And that happens on a regular basis. Like, you're always, now, don't get it twisted. A lot of people, a lot of businesses, especially if you develop a solid relationship with your client, they're just going to trust you, and they're going to shut down, for the most part, they'll shut down any other agency that, tries to tempt them if you're providing them with a quality service, basically making their phone ring. That's what it boils down to. Can you make their phone ring? Others will, but like I was saying, people will come in, basically steal your clients, right? But if you own the asset, if you actually own the entity that you're ranking, you own the website, you own the Google My Business page, the phone tracking, all that is yours. No one can take that from you, and you can always shop it around to another business, right? And for me, like, that's the only way I'm doing my agency. For example, even if you have a website, unless it's like on page 2, and I know just maybe a couple press releases, a couple PBNs will bump you up to page 1, or if your GMB is, almost in the 3-pack, I may take you on as a client, but and rank your entity, the company's entity itself. But even if a potential client comes to me and says, hey, what can you do for my website? I will do it, but at an extremely high cost. Like, I'll do it, but you're going to pay premium price. Yeah, just because of, you're not going to be on contract. I don't believe in doing contracts in SEO. I just believe in making your phone ring. So you're not doing You know, I'm not doing contracts, so therefore I have to make as much money as I possibly can as quick as I can, right? So you're gonna pay a premium price. And if I bring on any agency or any company and I'm gonna rank their entity, their website, their business, the first thing I will offer them is say, look, I'm gonna build a website totally separate. I'll tell them, you know, look, you know, that's my offer. I'll build a website totally separate because I don't even like to do site audits and all that. All that stuff is a waste of time for me. Like I can't stand doing audits and correcting and then have to get in your back office and figure out all this stuff. No, I'd rather just start over from scratch. But if I have to do that, if you say, well, if a company says, I insist that you rank my website, my minimum fee will be $2,500. Like that's just to get me, you know, that's bare minimum. Because some people's websites are just screwed up and jacked up and you got to go in there and fix all that stuff. Takes a lot of time. I'd rather just start over from scratch. And with Google AdWords, we can make things happen so quickly just for paying for advertising. You know, and I'm just getting into the GMB, Google My Business page, the Google My Business page. And it doesn't see like, it depends, obviously everything depends on competition. But so far, you know, for my one website, it's looking good. It hasn't, I just got the page up and running and it's already in position number 5. So, you know, so those are the pros and cons. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell button. And yeah, it's getting dark out here and I'm about to end this video. So hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell button after you hit the subscribe button so you can get notified to hear more of my videos. So this is what my page is about, not necessarily going over all of the technical SEO things, but just kind of letting you see where my mindset is and things that I'm dealing with in my business and so on and so forth. So yeah, take care, guys.